Alright guys, so one of the first things that I want to talk about with respect to Fortnite's accuracy and in-game accuracy, especially with the ARs. When I started the game off, I really did not like automatic rifles in this game because I'm in the habit of using like The Last of Us auto rifles or Uncharted 4 auto rifles, where every single shot that you hit actually connects on target. Fortnite is one of the only games that I've seen where there's actually RNG in the game, where even if you are on target, the game does not connect all of your shots. Now I hate that aspect of it because it just there's no skill involved in RNG. Like if I have all of my shots hitting and the other person does not, if I hit 15 shots on target, ideally, and the other person only hits 5 shots on me out of, say, again 15 bullets, then I should be winning the gunfight because I'm more accurate than him and I have more skill than him. But if there's RNG in the game and his 5 shots connect and only 3 of my 15 shots connect, then I lose that game. So the RNG aspect really pisses me off. But anyways, I figured out a couple of different things. So the first one is an example that I have in game, which is just going with a really slow rate of fire. So this guy is pretty far away. I'd call it medium to far range. Really far away, just tap fire really slowly and you can get someone that's really far away. I'm gonna try and find another example of that one as well. Let's just check out all of these examples. There's a couple of examples here. That's a different thing. There's gonna be another AR example really soon. Oh, not this, that's a shotgun kill. So this one should be the one. Alright, so another thing that I found out is this is actually after watching Ninja streams. Now Ninja is one of the best Fortnite players that exists in game, and I've seen all of these guys that actually play. They don't play with the burst rifle, which is hit scan. They play with this auto rifle, which is RNG. And I didn't understand why they liked it, because obviously a person with way more skill is going to prefer something where every single one of his shots connect. So the reason why is they've actually figured out a way to reset the aim on the person, and that's simply by drop shotting. So this thing, if you're a console player, and especially if you've been playing The Last of Us or Uncharted for a really long time, especially The Last of Us, because The Last of Us actually has drop shots in it, then drop shotting actually increases your aim with the AR. Now watch this. I'm hitting shots and they're not connecting, but every time I crouch, my shots start connecting. I'm gonna go back and then slow it down a little bit more. So watch, now slowing it down. So when I'm just moving and I'm not crouching, my shots do not connect. Every time I crouch, my shots start connecting again. Watch this. So drop shot starts connecting, drop shot starts connecting. Now if I was on a console with, or like if I just had a controller even in this game, I would have done it by myself because I'm used to using a SCUF controller and always crouching up and down. Because I'm new to the mouse and keyboard and I haven't played like a mouse and keyboard game in like decades, that's why drop shotting is something new to me, and I actually had to figure out how to do it. Like actively do it, sorry. So now this is another example, just staying far away, crouching, not moving at all, and then just getting all of my shots on target. So this is an easy kill. Where is it? Let's go back. This one. So I see someone, I crouch and I don't move at all and just get, and I get really slow, a really slow rate of fire, but thankfully I get all of my shots on target. Now the same thing again, I'm gonna crouch and reset my aim on this one. Watch this guy. So shooting, can't connect. Shooting, cannot connect. Crouch and I start connecting. Crouch and I start connecting. Same thing, I'm gonna show it to you again in slow-mo. Shooting, cannot connect anything on this guy. Start crouching, more accuracy. Start crouching, more accuracy. So that's one of the basic examples that I had with respect to getting faster. Let's see, what is this gunfight all about? There's another gunfight that happens real soon. Let's see if it has anything to do with accuracy or not. So let's just go into another point. So again, coming from The Last of Us or Uncharted 4, again, when there's no RNG to the game or anything of that sort, I'm used to if you get shot in the back, you turn around and start shooting at them, and if you have a higher skill, then you should be able to get them off, kill them faster than they can kill you, and there's a little bit of luck as well, because obviously if they're 100% on point and on target, then they've shot you first, so you're gonna lose. Now in this game, every time you get shot first, you have to remember to drop your gun completely and start building. That's the whole concept of Fortnite, that you have a defense system built into the game. Like you can either be offensive and have a gun in your hand, or you can be defensive and start building. Now watch what happens here. So I get caught out first and I did not know, and thankfully I realized that I can start building. So I start building. Now the guy in front of me is probably behind some tree, and I don't know which tree he's behind. So I'm just covering all of my bases so no one should shoot me from the left or the right. And thankfully I also have a grenade launcher, so I'm going to start using that as well. So let's see what happens. So I get 3 of them off, I think. Yeah, and then as soon as the tree is going to blow up, I'm going to start shooting. There you go. No, I don't know why that guy did not start building. If he had started building, then I would. Well, he would have saved himself from those grenade launchers, but he didn't, and that's, I guess, something that he'd prefer to do for himself. Let's just take a look what's happening again. So yeah, once I heal myself, or once I begin healing myself, you create something, a small plane, so you can heal properly. Let's see what's happening. Oh, there's someone already on here. I had no idea about that. Now, the easiest method to chase him would be to chase around the corner again. So what I do is I don't want to give him the same... I don't want to make it super easy for him, because if he's on the right side, he can see me first before I can turn the corner on the left. So I'm going to build up above him and try and get around him. So watch this. See, he was expecting me to be below. There we go. So now he's inside. Watch this. I'm not going to go inside because once again, he has the corner on me. So if I move inside, his shotgun can be aimed straight for my head, and I can't really do anything about it. Now in this case, you just watch what I do. So I use my grenade launcher. I could have actually shot like 3 shots in there to like guarantee the kill, but I didn't. Now that's one thing I could have done. The other thing I could have done, so at this point I could have just stayed back here and just started shooting straight at him, because I can see this guy. So I can just break the wall completely, stay further away with an auto rifle, stay out of range of the shotgun, and just keep shooting at him non-stop if I didn't have a grenade launcher. This is one of the reasons why I really like explosives, because they actually they can keep you defensive, and they can cause a huge blast radius to kill the other guy, or give massive damage to the other guy while keeping you safe. So I prefer to always have a grenade launcher or grenades or a rocket launcher on me as opposed to a sniper, but then again it is obviously your playstyle. Let's take a look what else has. So I take out this base underneath him completely, and then as soon as he drops down, I start with the crowd shots and drop shots once again. Watch it again. Now I can afford to do this because I have like 600 bullets, so I don't need to worry about wasting any shots. He's trying to snipe me. I'm trying to stay away from him. Resetting. Okay, there you go. So drop shot, drop. Oh, I'm not even dropping. Okay, so I was just crouching, and since I was on target, I didn't have to move. So this guy, I'm going slow for this guy. There you go. Kill both of these guys. That's one way to play. I don't remember what happens here. Now here's where I'm losing the game. Where is that? So let's see. I killed someone. So let's see where I killed this guy. Now I have. Well, let's just see how I kill the guy first. So there's a third guy that's hiding. There's one guy in a base in front of me. There you go. The base in front of me, and there's one guy down here. So I'm gonna try and kill this guy down here. Oh, he's already out here. Okay. All right, headshot, and I kill him. Right. All right. So here's what happens where I start losing the gunfight. So at this point, I've built. So at this point, what I've done is, the mistake that I'm making here, even though creating a base is a really good idea, the mistake that I'm making here is I've made only a 1x1 square base, which is right in front of him. So all the shots that he's hitting are connecting right onto my base. Now, if I'd made a 1x2 or just made another extra, like a fake base in front of me, I could have done something. At this point, he's going all the way on the offensive, and I am not being offensive at all. I'm just being defensive, which is completely against what I've been doing the entire game prior to this. All I've been trying to do at this point is just creating a base. And when I keep creating a base, he knows exactly where I am. So I'm just giving up my position even further. Now, since I had the opportunity to hide and I was in the circle, I could have just reset my positioning and gone somewhere else where he could have been wasting his bullets. And considering I also have a grenade launcher in my hand, I could have been a little bit more offensive. And if he was going to keep on non-stop hitting me, I could have just basically pushed up on him. If I had no other option, I could have just pushed up on him and built up ramps and just started moving into him. So I think I end up losing. I don't remember how. I think he snipes me if I'm not wrong. Let's just take a look. Yeah, snipes me for the win. Now, yeah, you do end up losing the game, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who wins the game as long as you get a lot of kills. The whole point of this is to keep on improving. A Fortnite Battle Royale is a one winner in 100 people, so you could play one of two ways. You could either improve your skill every game and try and get more and more kills and increase your accuracy, which is why I always take a look at the end game screen. Increase your accuracy and obviously eventually try and win after like 100 games, or you could just hide, try and get 1 or 2 kills throughout the entire game and end up winning. Now, I've actually won games with like only 1 kill in a squad game, and I've even won games with like 3 or 4 kills in a solo game, and believe me, it's not fun. It's not fun hiding for like 20 minutes and just not doing anything.
Believe me. 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 Hey, believe me.
As opposed to like playing Uncharted and getting 50 kills in like a 6-minute game. So I'm not used to that, and I prefer to actually be really offensive as opposed to playing super defensive. So those are one of the things. There are construction ideas and examples as well. Let me just take a look. So I already went through the drop shot. If you don't want to do the drop shot, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because it increases your DPS, you can try the burst rifle, which is actually super accurate. If you get 2 really good burst rifle shots, then you can actually down someone in 2 simple shots. The swipe shotgun. The shotgun is super strong in this game. If you can if there's one thing that you should really master, is it's actually the shotgun kills. Now, if you're a console player, playing with the shotgun is much easier than it is on PC. The reason for that is you have aim assist. Now, if you have been a drag shot sniper in, say, The Last of Us or Uncharted 4 or any game really, then the shotgun headshots are the exact same thing. You just need to be scoping in and then dragging your aim across someone's head, waiting for the console aim assist to slow down on the person's head, and then just and shoot. That's basically how console drag shots and controller drag shots actually work. So they're actually super strong, and if you can, then I would suggest actually going for them. Shotguns are super strong in this game. That's really the only way to really win a 1v1 that's close range, and there's a lot of gunfights that happen in close range. Either someone else ends up building towards you, or you end up building towards them. So the game is really CQC, and if you have your shotgun gun game on, you're going to be winning more than 40% of the gun games. Like, more than 50, sorry, not even 40%, I'm going to say more than 60-70% of your gun games you're going to win if you have your shotgun game on point. And you could probably end up winning battle royales, like the whole game. You could end up winning more than 30-40% of the games that you land in. Being aggressive, swipe shotgun practice on down bodies. Yeah, so you could do the swipe shotgunning, like if you're on a PC and you do the flick shots, you could practice that on a down body. So you could play in a duos game and then down someone and then quickly drag shot on the person's head in order to practice the game. The one problem with this game, with Fortnite, is that there's no practice mode, there's no practice arena. You can't even if you play PvE, the rate of fire and everything is completely different, so you can't really practice anything with it. So watching games in twice the speed, this is something that I generally do for like reading books, or even watching like some videos that are super slow, someone that speaks really slowly. I try and watch the videos at like 1.25x, 1.3, 1.5x, or even more. So you could watch, since Fortnite is a really fast game, we do tend to not watch it really fast, and we tend to watch, in fact, we even tend to slow things down. The problem with that is everything feels fast. So let's say in this game, I increase the speed to like 1.5. You can still register what's going on, it's only really fast. So at this point, your brain has to function, your central nervous system has to function and think really quickly about everything that's going on in this game. So once you go, now if I keep watching this for say 30 minutes and then I go back to Fortnite, the actual game, my brain is going to be functioning a lot faster than my hands and my then I have to function in the game. So I'm going to be way faster inside the game than I am when I'm watching the games. So when you're watching other people play, watching highlights or something of that sort, my suggestion would be to increase the speed to something that you can actually understand what's going on screen. Whether that's 1.3x, 1.25, 1.5, whether it's 2.5, that's up to you. You need to realize what's happening in the game and that's what's happening on screen, so that when you're practically playing the game, you're going to be way better at it. That's that. Peak shots example. Okay, so there's an example of a peak shot. This guy's an absolute god. Where is he? So clearly this guy is one of the top players in the entire world. I've seen this guy play like some. So notice when the opponent starts shooting back. When the opponent isn't shooting, you can keep on. He just keeps on shooting normally. When the opponent figures out his location and he starts shooting back, this guy moves out and then comes back in when he's gonna get a burst rifle shot off or a shotgun shot off. Then moves back out again and then comes back in again. Okay, watch this. Out, in, and straight headshot. So those peak shots are super important, and they're actually really important in CQC shotgun fights. When someone turns a corner, it's actually much better to get a peak shot off than to just move into the house, in a fit of rage or super aggressive mode. Peak shots. Okay, and then finally I'm going to teach you guys how to build like basic walls that I've understood are super important in this game. One of the other basic things that I didn't know was hitting these blue things actually not only makes the farming go faster, but it also apparently gives you like some extra bonus. It gives you bonus materials in it. Like I had no idea about that, but yeah, just an important trick, I guess. No. Yeah, one of the other tricks is basically don't completely destroy the tree or any material, because then it makes like this huge poof. Like I'll show you this poof. See this whole fucking destruction and explosion kind of a thing? Anyone from across the entire map can see that. So one of the other tips would be to not give up your position doing that, and just break the tree down to like the last percent or last 2% of last 2 hits or some shit. Alright. So Alright, let's say someone starts shooting at me from that side. So one of the most basic boxes that you can build is like if someone shoots you, boom, 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 boom. Like that's actually a double box. That's my bad. So someone shoots me from anywhere, open a box, and then make a small 1 by 1. I don't know why it's so hard for me to make 1 by 1 right now. It seems like my mouse is like a little extra, whatever, smooth or some shit. Okay, so that's a basic 1 by 1. Then a basic jump. Go to the other side, basic jump, and then another basic ramp. That's a basic 1 by 1 box. Now the problem with this is if someone puts the pressure down on you, you're gonna be stuck within this one box. If you want to make, now here's another idea as well. If you want to make a 1 by 2, like people generally make, let's go on this one. This is actually 1 by 2 box. If you go inside this one, people make this for like a really high height, and they set up 1 ramp on this side and 1 ramp on this side. But the problem with this is if you make it for like make it. So let's say if you make it for, let me just get in there first. So if you want to make this one, you waste a lot of wood. If you make a 2 by 2 or 2 by 1 for like 3 different floors or 4 different floors, then finally make the ramp. So the idea for this would be make another 1 by 1. Go up higher, make another 1 by 1, go up higher, make this, and then finally, okay, so we can't move that side, so make another 1 by 1. Oh, we can't go this side. Alright, so make another 1 by 1, make a door here, make a flat surface, make another 1 by 1 here, and that's it. So you do end up getting a 2 by 1 box, but only on the final floor. So if you look at the base, it's a 1 by 1 below, and you're not wasting any extra wood or any extra materials here, and then you end up with a 2 by 1 on top. And then you want to have like you don't just want to have the ramp, because if someone starts shooting you from below and the ramp breaks down, you're gonna fall down. So you want to have like a base as well as the ramp up top. So you want to have both. So that's a basic 1 by 1 box. Now let's say if someone starts shooting from that side. Now I can make this thing and then make a ramp. Now the problem is if they keep on putting pressure here, I end up rebuilding the same ramp and the same stairs again and again. So the idea with this, and this works for both console and PC players, make a ramp, go back, make a ramp, make a block, go back, set up another ramp, make another block, set up another ramp. So this way, if they have to shoot you, now look at the number of layers that they have to shoot through. And by this time, once you're on this ramp, this final ramp, you can get up and shoot the guy who is in front of you. So those are my basic tips that I've actually understood as of right now. I've gone from like being terrible at this game, getting like 0 to 3 kills in each game, and then dying to the first person that I see. At this point, I get to top 10 easily. I get to top 5 also quite easily, and I end up getting like anywhere from 5 to 10 kills in each game. I haven't had, maybe I've had a game with like 11 or 12 kills, but I don't think I've ever reached 15 or higher as of right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I shall see you guys next time. Alright guys, a humble request, if you guys enjoyed that video, please do make sure to like the video, and also make sure to share the video amongst your friends, whether it be on Facebook, Reddit, on WhatsApp, Twitter, whatever it is. Please do make sure to share the video and like the video. A single click and a few seconds from your time lets me know that you enjoyed it, and I have to keep on pushing more content out. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.